Hosim is really putting the power in your hands with the new X27 Vexaro.
Does it compete with the Rustler 4x4 VXL? Well, in today's episode of 3x7 Outdoor, we're going to show you this brand new rig.
Welcome back to 3x7 Outdoor. We got a new car on the table today.
If you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell so you do not miss another video. Hosim just sent us this brand new car, the X27 Vexaro. Let's get straight into it and tell you some of the cool features.
All right, this thing's got oil-filled shocks.
That's really nice. We have a few other Hosim RC cars and some of them don't. They're just dry shocks, and if you try to fill them with oil, you can't.
It leaks out.
They call this an 8th scale. I don't think it's 8th scale. I think it's more of a 10th scale.
Yep.
It is one of their bigger cars, so the oil-filled shocks is going to help with everything.
She also has an aluminum chassis underneath.
Fully aluminum chassis. That's really cool. That's a really cool part of this car. You get so many metal parts for the price you're paying. It also comes with a 3S brushless motor and speed controller, which will supposedly propel this thing to over 50 miles an hour. That's what it says on the box. That's what it says online. We're gonna have to find out.
A lot of aluminum parts, like we said earlier, and that just comes with the car. So you're not paying for upgrades like you do with other companies.
Yeah.
You're getting it with the car.
But don't be fooled. You can still buy each and every individual part from Hosim.
LED lights in the front bumper.
Yeah, super cool. It's got this really aggressive spoiler, I would say.
I'm thinking it's very Rustler looking, don't you?
Very Rustler 4x4-esque, about the same size, I would say, and around the same power. You know, the Rustler 4x4 VXL goes for $400, and so does this thing. It's actually on sale right now, though, for $300. This is a Rustler 4x4 body, and if you'll see, extremely similar. And the, open wheel buggy or truggy or whatever you want to call it. What you don't get stock with the Rustler 4x4 VXL is a battery and charger. This thing comes with a 2600 mAh 3-cell battery.
Hard case.
That is also a plus. And a charger that comes with it. The charging speed isn't very fast.
Kind of want.
Hosim does not have a designated charger for their batteries. It's just kind of like one of them.
But if you already have the ability to charge with this type of connection, Dean's, I believe that is, then you can charge it as fast as you want.
What I do notice is that it's very similar to their Venom RC car. It's got the same type of wheels and tires, almost the same looking body. The chassis is...
Same underpinnings.
Chassis is about the same. Bumper, spoiler. It's very, very similar.
And if you watched our last video when we did this one, it went through quite a bit.
We did bash the crap out of it at a skate park. Wow. Extra cell.
And we drove it in snow.
We drove it in snow. And these aren't advertised as fully submergible, but they're definitely water resistant.
Splash proof or whatever they call it. But it did fine in the winter when it was cold. And it wasn't really wet. It was just snow.
It was kind of wet snow this year, though, too. It wasn't like powder either.
Yeah, it was. But it seemed to handle it just fine.
One thing I do have to note is that without any discounts, I'm not talking about the discounts right now. This one's $400. This one is $300. And this one does come with aluminum A-arms, whereas this new one doesn't. I'm not sure if that's better or not. The plastic might actually last a little bit longer, a little bit more flexible. So
some things you just want plastic.
You do not want everything metal on an RC car. That's typically how it goes. They're both styled really well. They're definitely both Rustler competitors.
We need to just throw a battery in and see how she handles outside.
Let's go outside.
Whoa, she's doing a wheelie on the...
She did a wheelie. She's not even on the thing.
You know, the thing. So this car does have a center drive in it, which kind of causes it to make weird noise, cogging a little bit. You could probably mitigate that if you put some heavier fluid inside of it.
But that center diff, not having that heavy fluid in it, does cause it so that when it pops a wheelie, all the power goes to the front wheels instead of the back.
Yeah.
And then it just falls back down. It is very good at staying on the ground though. So it's kind of a
True.
It's kind of like a trading.
At least that's the way it was with the other one.
It's kind of like a trading situation. This is a supposed 50-mile-an-hour car. Let's see. You can see that light kit lighting up the night. It is a little bit not dark out, but it's just
dusky.
a little dusky. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that actually ripped.
It popped a wheelie, but then it loses its traction because the front wheels are in the air.
Because of that center diff.
See that? Yeah, you gotta feel this. It's pretty fast.
It's very chipper. The throttle response is almost instant, which is surprising for the amount of range that we're at. I see how far I can go, but the throttle response is instant when you're close up, but like
Little delay there.
a little bit of delay. The handling is actually surprisingly good. Maybe not as much of a street car as it is a basher, because on dirt, it kind of keeps all four on the ground since there's less traction and you're not popping wheelies.
Yep.
Whereas on the tar, on the asphalt, it does like to pull a little bit when I'm giving it throttle.
Well, it did that pretty well.
Yeah, I held that really well. Oh, I almost made it. Oh!
So if you just maybe jump, let off the throttle,
Yeah, that's
see
what I
what
was
happens
doing.
there. Yeah, that flies way better, doesn't it? If you let off the throttle.
If I try to keep on the throttle though,
Yeah,
yeah, it likes to just overshoot
it gets
a little bit.
squirrely.
Well, hopefully you liked that review on the Hosim X27 Vexaro. They always come up with some new crazy name for their cars.
They do.
Go ahead, put your feedback down in the comments because you and Hosim are watching this video together. So they're probably going to want to see what you have to say too.
And they'll make improvements too, I believe. They're really trying here, I think, to compete at least and get people interested in the hobby.
And that's what it's here to do, is just get people in. Great car. Thank you to Hosim for sponsoring this video. Thank you for the car. But a bunch more to come. Tell us how you like this type of content. And I guess with that, we will see you in the next video. 3x7 Outdoor is signing out.
Bye for now.